Okay, now this is part 2 of the Disc Club modeling tutorial in 3ds Max. I hope you watched the first part, and for now let's continue working on this thing, and yeah, let's finish it, then we will jump to some supporting edges. Okay, here we are again, and in this part we're gonna add some details. I'm gonna start off with this plane here, and we're gonna do apply the some of the techniques that we used previously, and of course this piece is gonna be a little smaller, but it's it's a good looking one. Okay, try to we're now trying to adjust some of the positions of some of these vertices just to make it look the way we want it to look, and we can just use the previous what the method that we used previously to um, to do this thing here, and of course we're going to copy the ends of this side, and we're going to position it at the other end of the rest of these two places, and we're gonna attach and weld the vertices like we did in part 1. Okay, we're gonna push these pieces a little bit just to give us some space to cut through. This is not extremely necessary to do, but let's move some of these vertices. There are actually so many ways to do this thing here, and we don't have to do it in a certain way because there are so many ways we can do this. And I don't like end guns, so I always make sure that whatever a model is um, about more than 95% polygon, actually quads, and a small percentage of the whole model is gonna be like triangles. I don't like using endguns at all, and I sometimes use triangles just in case because sometimes we need them actually. Okay, extrude or scale out this piece a little bit because it looks a little bit smaller, and of course we're gonna give this a shell modifier to give it some thickness. I'm gonna use a cylinder here to create some bolts over there. Okay, chamfer the sides a little bit. Alright, these are going to be um, the pieces that the spring is gonna be attached to. Okay, and of course it's gonna be very important for the movement of each side or the component of this disc lamp. So as you can see here, we're gonna create a simple little spring. When as you've seen me just go to dynamic objects and then create a spring, then as you can see here, these parameters are gonna allow us to play with the shape of the spring, and we can do whatever we want. Actually, there are limitless options and parameters here. Okay, I'm gonna copy this spring. And we're gonna play and modify some of the endings of this spring a little bit. So after we converted it to edible poly, we're gonna borrow some of the um, half a circle. I'm gonna apply it to kind of the end. Actually, we're gonna attach it to the very end, so it can hang on this piece right here. Okay, just we are trying to find the perfect position for this piece right here. Okay, scale things a little bit right there and try to push. We could have welded these pieces together, but for the sake of time, we're gonna just push it in there. So the cylinder, as you can see here, is starting to look. Actually, I should say the disc lamp is starting to take the shape that we want.